Hello guys, this is Al from Opencart channel. Welcome again to episode on how to. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you can get notified every time I make a new video. If you like the video, just smash on the like button. If you didn't like it, just put it down. So again guys, I would like to say thanks to every single subscriber who is helping this channel to grow. Pretty soon I'm going to provide more information on what is going on with this channel and all the changes that are going to happen this year. Not so long ago, I had a message from one of the subscribers, and the question was, can I install a different application on CloudWays? He said he loved CloudWays, but because when you go to the application and you launch a new server, all the application was capable to install was WordPress with the multi-site, WooCommerce, PHP custom app, Laravel, and Magento. And he said, what about if I want to install PrestaShop? What about if I want to install Opencart? Now, technically you can install nearly every application, and it's very simple, and I'm going to show you how to do it today. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like and share. By doing so, you help me a lot. It's all about the YouTube algorithm, and the more the people share it, the more they watch my videos, the more I get ranked higher. So without any delay guys, let's go and start this tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how to install the Opencart on CloudWays. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to download the latest version. The version is 3.0.37 and it's free. I'm going to click on download and I'm going to save it to my local hard disk. There we go. We got that done. The next thing you want to do, you want to go and have a look the requirements of the server to run Opencart properly. And this is valid for any type of application you're running. If you don't know it, if you don't know how to search it, very simple, just Google it. And this is exactly what I'm going to do it now. So as you can see, we got the system requirements. We need a web server, Apache suggested, PHP 5.4 or above, a database, MySQL, require PHP library modules. This is exactly what we want. In regards of space, it's very simple. You want to start small, and the more requirements you have, just in case you need more space, you can actually upgrade as you go along. You don't have to go and buy the biggest server they sell. So let's go back to the CloudWays, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. Now in this tutorial, I'm not going to use a domain, but if you have any issue to attach a domain, let me know and I'm going to show you how to do that too. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to log in, of course. You're going to go to server or servers. I'm going to launch a new server. Then I'm going to choose PHP custom app. I'm going to name the custom app. In this case, it's going to be Opencart. Now, it depends how you do it. The way I do it, I like to name the server in a certain way. See, Opencart. Then I'm going to say if it's managed or managed. In this case, it will be managed, or even though this is the tutorial, I'm going to say MAN as managed. And the type of server, I'm going to run it APH. And that's it. Now, I got multiple stages. I got OSC, 3.3 web, stage 1. For my tutorials, I use a stage 1. It's not really important. Then I'm going to choose which provider I want. I can have a DigitalOcean, Linode, Volta, AWS, and Google platform. Now for this one, I'm going to use I could use 2 gig really to go, even though it says here you need a little bit more, but that's up to you. 2 gig is enough for Opencart, okay? But it's up to you how you want to really do it. You can start with 2 gig or you can go to 4 gig after if you have any issue. But for this tutorial, I'm going to choose with 4 gig, so without any so I won't get any issues. So for the location, you're going to choose the one closest to you. In this case, it's going to be London for me. Of course, I already chosen DigitalOcean. If you like Linode, of course, you choose whatever you want. So once you're happy with this is the actual price, and this is how much it's going to cost you per month, $42. If this is too much, try to go a little bit lower, and that will be $22, for example, right? So I'm going to launch now, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to close that one. It's going to take about 7 minutes. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause this video, and I'll see you in a few seconds. So while the actual server is being deployed, as you know, we downloaded the file Opencart. This is the actual files you find inside. So what I done, I just extracted the folder with the entire content and the file install.txt, and I have extracted to the folder here. Okay, once you've done that, you should have a install file and the upload folder, and inside all the files you need that we're going to upload to the server. Let's go back. I also got a text document where I'm going to write some of the details that I need for the installation. Now, as you can see, the actual server has been deployed. I'm going to click on that, and we also have here the IP, as you can see. And as you can see, all the details are here. We got the IP, we got the master password, master username, and we also got the password. Here you could do the monitoring, manage services, you could do backups, you could do a lot more. So let's go back to server. I'm going to go and switch on application. As you can see, I called it Opencart. Now you have a little bit more information. You got the URL. We're going to do a credential for the SFTP. We need, of course, upload the files that we just downloaded. And we also got the MySQL information that we're going to use to create the database inside the file, config file of the Opencart. Then I'm going to show you. It's very simple anyway. Again, you go all the rest here. You go the CDN, the application settings. As you can see here, you got the SSS access. You go to enable it as well. You want to make sure that you got that as well, just in case you want have access. Okay, for now we'll leave it as it is. Now we also got the PHP FPM. You want to make sure that we are within the value that we actually seen on the Opencart website. Now I think this one is 7.4. It should be okay. If you want to add any information, or for example you want to change the limit of the memory, for example here from 32 to 64, you can do it here. We got varnish, and you can add rules and remove rules if you have it. And here you can create the supervisor jobs. We're not going to touch this part of it. So let's go to the access details. I'm going to create a username and a password so I can log in with my FTP. I'm going to use FileZilla so I can start to upload the files. So this is going to be a username, and here I'm going to set the actual details. So I'm going to apply that. So it's going to create a new credential, and as you can see, that has been done. I'm going to say not now. So we got the IP here. I'm going to copy. There we go. So I'm going to open my FileZilla. I'm going to put paste here. Then I'm going to username. Let's have a look here. For example, username here, and the password. I'm going to copy that one as well. Now you need to know the actual port for SFTP is going to be 22, and I'm going to press Quick Connect. I'm going to trust it, and as you can see, we got inside the server, we got the public and the private. I'm going to choose the public HTML. At the moment, we got the index PHP. I'm going to put inside here, for example, I'm going to do a refresh. We got the upload, as you can see there. I'm going to delete that a second. And I'm going to select the lot. And I'm going to upload it. So as you can see, all the files have been uploaded. For now, I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to leave the information here because I'm going to reconnect in a minute. Well, I want to show you something first. Now, if I go to the file install.txt, if you remember, it's one of the files we extracted. Here you will find all the information in regards of the permission over the folders and how to set them. Now this, for example, needs to be done 755 or 777, and you want to make sure they all are the same. Okay, now there are many ways you could do it. Now let me show you here. I go back to public, and here we got the actual permission. All right, if I go here, for example, we want 777 for the folder image. If I say file permission, as you can see, we got this one 775, but here we need 755 or 777. Okay, so we need to change that as well. And I'm only going to apply to directories, and the reason why, if you look here, we got these three directories: image, cache, and catalog. This is exactly what I'm going to do. I set 777 and I'm going to press OK. Okay, so if you can see that, we got that as well. Now I think the payment, we done that as well. I'm going to change that, rename file permission 755. There we go. There we go. So that's done. Let's go back here. We got the config 777 and admin config. So those two are files. Okay. So let's go back. Now we don't have that one yet, but I'm going to go to admin. And again, we haven't got this one. So we're going to come back later on and we're going to do it properly. So anyway, let's go back here. Let's go to the URL. I'm going to open the URL in a new tab. And as you can see, the installation has started. I'm going to say continue. I want to make sure that everything is correct. As you can see here, most of it is correct. The PHP version is 7.3. I thought it was 7.4, but it's 7.3 plus. So that's fine there. And we got, make sure we got this. And as you can see, there are missing. Okay, so we got to do it manually. We go back here. We're going to log in. Public. And I'm going to change this one by renaming it. Just config. Press enter. File permission 777. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with admin. File permission. I'm going to do that first. 1, 2, 3. Rename. And I'm going to remove it. Just leave a config there. Okay, job done. Now, it's up to you how you want to really do it. You know, you can actually do 777 or 755. You know, it's up to you. So once we got that, we go back to the installation and we're going to refresh. And as you can see, we got it, and we got it writable. So I'm going to press continue. By the way, you can choose the language. It's set already to English. Continue. Now it's asking for the database information. So as you can see here, we got the database name. I'm going to click and copy the database name. There we go. Let's go here. Then I'm going to username. Copy that one as well. There we go. Control V. The password. And then the host name. Now for the host name, you can actually use a localhost if you wanted to. That will be perfectly fine. The port is 3306. And now you need to add the username and the password for the administration of Opencart. And this is exactly what I'm going to do. For this demonstration, I'm going just to use admin, and I'm going to add the password. But you want to make sure you got something strong, even the username. I never put admin on anything. So I'm going to leave it admin. I'm going to put my password. Let me generate that actually. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to put my my email address. Now, before I forget, let me write this down. There we go. Now, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to press continue. And as you can see, the installation is nearly complete. Don't forget to delete your installation directory. And this is your next step. So I'm going to go back to my FileZilla. I'm going back again. I'm going to refresh it. So make sure you refresh, go back to public. And as you can see, we got the installation folder. I'm going to right click, and I'm going totally deleting it. Yes, delete. And you up and running. Now don't forget, we still have to do the permission for this. We already done this once, as you know. We're going to do the next one. Again, you can do 755. I'm going to do 755 so you can actually see it. So I'm going to system. And I'm double click first, and I see how many. Let me do this here so you can actually see a little bit better. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. System storage. And you want to set all these ones here with the file permission. In this case, I'm going to use 755, all right? And I'm going to press OK. Job done. So we got now 755. I'm going to double check. And there we go, we got 755. Now I can disconnect. I'm going to remove that. So we've done all of it. Now I'm going to go to the shop online there. So you can see we got the main page. Go back. I'm going to log in to the administrator side of it. Right, so we're going to put the username and the password. And all we got to do is press login. And as you can see, we are already inside the Opencart, the administration side. Now it's asking, it's important that you move the storage directory outside the web directory, example public HTML. So what we're going to do now, we can manually move or automatically move. This is the structure. So let's go back to the FileZilla. I'm going to quick connect. And as you can see here, we got, let me see if I can actually manage to do this. There we go. So you can actually see a little bit better. So you can automatically move it or manually move it. So we're going to move it outside the public HTML, and we're going to put it the private HTML. Here we go. We got the private. That is private, so nobody can get into it. We've done that, and we're going to change the config page storage, and we got to give to define where we're going to put it. So let's go back to public. Let me go back here. I just download that part of it. Let's go to inside here, config, open with Notepad++. And of course, we got to go back here. This is exactly what we need to change. Okay. But you want to make sure we are inside the private HTML. Okay. So here we go here. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy that. Okay. And I'm going to Control V. I'm going to change the public to private. And I'm going to save it. Then we're going to go back to the config there. So let's go back here. I'm going to overwrite. I'm going to delete that. Admin. Again, we're going to do exactly the same thing. Config. We're going to delete that. Again, we're going to do that there. And we're going to do exactly the same thing as we done with config. So we're going to change that to storage. I'm going to call it there. Copy that. Control V. And as you can see, that's done. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to save it. I'm going to close that. I'm going to refresh it. And I'm going to overwrite. So once that's been done, I'm going to close that. Delete that. Expand it. And we are ready to go. Refresh. And as you can see, no error. Now we got a working Opencart application on CloudWays. It's up and running, no issue, and it's blazing fast. Don't forget that CloudWays has really fantastic, super fast servers. So you can be assured that when you run an application on CloudWays, you are 1, secure, and 2, blazing fast servers. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I know it was a little bit long, but this shows that you can actually install nearly any kind of PHP based, again, PHP based, or you can do Laravel and everything, but in this occasion it's PHP based application. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time for a next tutorial. Take care.